Do billionaires have their money in cash? A person is considered a billionaire if they have assets or net worth of at least $1 billion, euros, or pounds in their own currency. Billionaires are highly wealthy people who own a variety of assets, including cash and cash equivalents, real estate, as well as commercial and residential real estate. However, data shows that the typical billionaire only keeps 1% of their wealth in cash or other liquid assets. How much in actual terms is that 1%? That will fill how many duffel bags? Or would it be likely enough to fill a room? Well, in today's video, we'll talk about all of this. We'll be looking at 7 different billionaires in the world, and how much cash their 1% would be, and where it would fit into. Please remember to like and subscribe before we begin. So let's go. In truth, billionaires only have 1% of their net worth in liquid assets like cash, as previously explained. Now, 1% might seem insignificant, but 1% of billions would unquestionably be a huge amount. Consider Kim Kardashian, a reality television personality and entrepreneur who is worth $1.8 billion. What would it look like if she had 1% of her $1.8 billion in unprocessed cash? Where would it fit? 1% of her wealth equals $18 million. Researchers also claim that 1.3 million $100 bills will fit into a medium-sized duffel bag. I have seen videos regarding this. Let's assume that Kim would require 13 duffel bags to hold just 1% of her cash. That makes sense to post on Instagram. However, the billionaires on this list might potentially require as much space as a warehouse to hold just 1% of their fortune. Anyway, let's have a look. Number 1. Bernard Arnault. The second richest person in the world today is Bernard Arnault, chairman and CEO of LVMH France. His empire of more than 70 businesses, including Louis Vuitton and Sephora, has generated a $136 billion net worth for him. The list's richest European is Bernard Arnault. The Frenchman is in charge of more than 70 brand LVMH, Moet, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton empire, which includes Louis Vuitton, Moet and Chandon, and Tag Heuer. Now, $1.36 billion would be the amount if he had 1% of his wealth in cash. How much money would that be in bags? Roughly 1,000 bags. Number 2. Mark Zuckerberg. Really, it's not surprising that Zuckerberg made this list. After all, he is co-founder and CEO of Facebook, which is bound to pay him a few bucks. Turns out it's more than a few bucks though. Zuckerberg's net worth comes in at $58 billion, solidifying his place among the world's wealthiest individuals. He's only 38, which makes us even more determined to learn from his success. If he has taught us anything, it is that you can start working towards becoming one of the world's billionaires at any age. Right now, 600 million would be 1% of Zuckerberg's wealth. That's equivalent to 500 bags of cash. I could accomplish so much with only one bag. Number 3. Jeff Bezos. In 1994, Jeff Bezos, a former manager of hedge funds, founded Amazon in his garage. He also made significant investments in space technology and is the owner of the Washington Post. He switched his title to executive chair after resigning as CEO of Amazon. According to reports, the owner of the world's most valuable retailer is reportedly worth $183 billion and keeps $9.53 billion in cash on hand, or 5% of his total wealth. That would require roughly 7,000 duffel bags. For this, a large warehouse might be required. Number 4. Warren Buffett. With a $95 billion net worth over the years, this American business tycoon is widely recognized as one of the greatest investors of all time, and has previously been named by Time as one of the most influential people in the world. He currently serves as chairman, CEO, and the company's largest shareholder at Berkshire Hathaway, one of America's largest multinational conglomerate holding companies. How much of his total fortune will equal 1%? That's basic math, I suppose. It cost $1 billion. Still, that's a lot. Do duffel bags even have room for $1 billion? Most likely, but it would undoubtedly require 1,000 bags. Number 5. Bill Gates. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft and one of the most renowned businessmen of all time, is currently valued at $120 billion. If his wealth keeps increasing as it has over the past 10 years, he will soon surpass all other billionaires to become the first trillionaire in history. He now owns just 1% of the IT company after selling and then donating the majority of his holdings, and is mostly focused on his charitable efforts. And his 1% net wealth is roughly 1 billion times greater than my 100% net worth. What a life. Anyhow, 1.2 billion would be 1% of his 120 billion net fortune. If you've been following along, that amounts to around 1,000 duffel bags filled with $100 bills. Number 6. Larry Ellison. With the help of Oracle, the software company he co-founded in 1977, Larry Ellison has amassed a net worth of $95.9 billion. He left his position as the company's CEO in 2014, and since then, he has served as the board chairman and top technical advisor. In addition, Ellison joined the Tesla board in December 2018 after purchasing 3 million shares earlier in the year. He practically owns the entire Hawaii island of Lanai, thus $9.5 billion is around 1% of Larry's wealth. That would be how many duffel bags? I'll let you do the math on that. Number 7. Elon Musk. Of course, a list of billionaires would be incomplete if Elon Musk, the billionaire of billionaires, were not included. Elon Musk has accomplished more at the age of 51 than the majority of us will ever manage in a lifetime. With a net worth of $200 billion, his numerous accomplishments have solidified his place among the world's wealthiest people, and it is safe to assume that he fits in quite fine with the other billionaires. His accomplishments include creating SPACEX, becoming CEO of Tesla, and co-founding OpenAI, but there just isn't enough room to describe them all. Although we don't know how much sleep the man gets, his place among the world's billionaires appears to be more than assured. Now, if Elon had 1% of his net worth in cash, I'm sure it wouldn't be in duffel bags. It would most likely be in some sort of spaceship. However, if he had 1%, or around $2 billion, it might require an entire business to pack it in duffel bags, and I wager that storing it might possibly require an entire stadium. Think about the kind of life you'd lead if you possessed even one of these bags. I'll paint you a mental picture now. Imagine a large black duffel bag filled to the brim with cash laying flat on your bedroom floor. Singles, fives, tens, and 20s. Several excellent, big rolls of hundreds that have been joined by rubber bands. Or would they be crisp instead? Most likely, since it would be from the bank. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Remember to subscribe as well. Bye!